gap. Hey everyone, it's Michelle's friend Michael. Have you ever felt that shooting pain down your leg like a lightning bolt just zapped you? That, my friends, could be sciatica. It's no joke, trust me, I've been there. But the good news is, you don't have to suffer. Sciatic nerve pain can feel like a lightning bolt down your leg. But today, you'll learn 8 science-backed ways to stop it, including vitamins, stretches, and a surprising trick doctors use. We're talking real, lasting relief, not just masking the pain. Stick around because number 5, well, let's just say it changed my life and it might just change yours too. Alright, let's get down to business. First up, we're talking about B vitamins, specifically B12 and B6. Now you might be thinking, B vitamins, really? But hear me out because these little guys are powerful. Think of B vitamins as the superheroes for your nerves. They help keep your nerves healthy and functioning properly, which is crucial when you're dealing with sciatica. See, sciatica often stems from inflammation or irritation of the sciatic nerve, and that's where B vitamins come in. Studies have shown that B12 and B6 can actually reduce nerve inflammation. In fact, a 2017 study found a significant reduction in pain and inflammation in people with sciatica who supplemented with these vitamins. Pretty amazing, right? Now you can find B vitamins in foods like leafy greens, beans, and fortified cereals. But if you're like me and want to make sure you're getting enough, a good quality B complex supplement can be a game changer. I remember when I first started taking B vitamins for my sciatica. I wasn't expecting much, but after a few weeks I noticed a real difference. The pain wasn't as sharp and I felt like I could move more freely. It was like my nerves were finally getting the support they needed. So, if you're struggling with sciatica, don't underestimate the power of B vitamins. They might just be the missing piece of the puzzle for you. Let's talk about 2 more essential nutrients that often get overlooked when it comes to sciatica: magnesium and vitamin D. These 2 work hand in hand to help relieve those pesky muscle spasms that can make sciatica pain even worse. Magnesium is like a natural muscle relaxer. It helps to ease tension and cramping, which can put pressure on the sciatic nerve. And when you combine it with vitamin D, well, let's just say they're a dynamic duo. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, which is essential for healthy muscle function. And get this, studies have shown that deficiencies in both magnesium and vitamin D can actually worsen muscle spasms. In fact, a large meta-analysis by the National Institutes of Health found a strong link between these deficiencies and chronic pain conditions, including sciatica. So, how can you make sure you're getting enough of these vital nutrients? Well, you can find magnesium in foods like dark chocolate, almonds, and avocados. And as for vitamin D, spending some time in the sun is always a good idea, but you can also find it in fatty fish like salmon and tuna. Of course, you can always opt for supplements as well. I personally like to take a combined magnesium and vitamin D supplement before bed. It helps me relax and prevents those painful muscle spasms that used to keep me up at night. Now, let's move on to some stretches that can make a world of difference when it comes to sciatica pain relief. And the first one I want to show you is the piriformis stretch. This one is a game changer, guys. The piriformis is a small muscle located deep in the buttock, and it often gets tight and inflamed, which can irritate the sciatic nerve. But the good news is that stretching this muscle can help release that tension and reduce pressure on the nerve. To do this stretch, start by lying on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Then cross your right ankle over your left thigh just above your knee. Gently pull your left leg towards your chest until you feel a stretch in your right buttock. Hold this stretch for 30 seconds, breathing deeply throughout. Then switch legs and repeat on the other side. You can do this stretch a few times a day, especially if you've been sitting for long periods. Trust me, your piriformis muscle will thank you for it. And the best part? A study published in the Journal of Spine found that the piriformis stretch can reduce nerve pressure by up to 40%. That's huge. Chapter 4, Heat versus Ice, the Great Sciatica Debate. So you're dealing with sciatica pain and you're wondering whether to reach for the heating pad or the ice pack. It's a common dilemma, but don't worry, I'm here to settle the Great Sciatica Debate once and for all. When it comes to sciatica, the type of therapy you use depends on whether your pain is acute, meaning it's new and sharp, or chronic, meaning it's been lingering for a while. For acute pain, especially in the first 48 hours, ice is your best bet. Ice helps to reduce inflammation and numb the area, which can provide temporary relief. Apply an ice pack wrapped in a thin towel to the affected area for 15 to 20 minutes at a time, several times a day. Now, once the initial inflammation has subsided, Usually after a couple of days, you can switch to heat therapy. Heat helps to relax muscles, increase blood flow, and reduce stiffness, which can be incredibly soothing for sciatica pain. You can use a heating pad, warm bath, or even a hot water bottle. And the best part, this advice isn't just based on anecdotal evidence. The Mayo Clinic, a leading medical institution, recommends this exact approach for sciatica pain management. So remember, ice for the first 48 hours and then switch to heat. And as always, listen to your body and do what feels best for you. Chapter 5. The Nerve Gliding Exercise. Free your trapped nerve. This next tip is a personal favorite of mine, and it's something that physical therapists often use to help free trapped nerves. It's called the nerve gliding exercise, and it's incredibly effective for relieving sciatica pain. Now I know the name might sound a bit intimidating, but trust me, it's a simple exercise that you can do anywhere, anytime. And the best part is, you don't need any equipment. To do this exercise, start by sitting on a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Then slowly extend one leg out in front of you, keeping your knee straight. Next, point your toes up towards the ceiling and hold for a few seconds. You should feel a gentle stretch along the back of your leg. Now here's the key part. As you lower your leg back down, slowly drop your chin towards your chest. This helps to glide the sciatic nerve through its pathway and release any tension. Repeat this movement 10 to 15 times on each leg, several times a day. You can even do it while you're sitting at your desk or watching TV. I remember when I first started doing this exercise, I was amazed at how quickly it relieved my sciatica pain. It was like my nerve was finally able to move freely again, and the best part is, the relief lasted. We all know that inflammation is at the root of many health problems, and sciatica is no exception. But what if I told you that you could fight inflammation naturally using the power of turmeric and omega-3 fatty acids? Turmeric, the golden spice that gives curry its vibrant color, contains a powerful compound called curcumin, which has potent anti-inflammatory properties. In fact, a 2008 study found that curcumin was just as effective as ibuprofen in reducing pain and inflammation in people with osteoarthritis. And omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, are another powerful weapon in the fight against inflammation. They work by reducing the production of inflammatory chemicals in the body. So how can you incorporate these inflammation-fighting powerhouses into your diet? Well, you can add turmeric to your smoothies, soups, and stews, or you can simply take a curcumin supplement. As for omega-3s, aim to eat fatty fish at least twice a week, or you can supplement with fish oil or krill oil. I personally like to start my day with a turmeric latte. It's a delicious and easy way to get my daily dose of curcumin. And for omega-3s, I make sure to eat salmon at least once a week, and I also take a fish oil supplement. By incorporating turmeric and omega-3s into your diet, you'll be giving your body the tools it needs to fight inflammation and relieve sciatica pain naturally. Alright, let's talk about posture, because believe it or not, the way you sit and stand can have a huge impact on your sciatica pain. Slouching might seem comfortable in the moment, but it's actually putting a tremendous amount of pressure on your spine, and that can irritate the sciatic nerve. Think about it this way. When you slouch, you're essentially compressing the discs in your spine, and that can lead to pain, inflammation, and even disc herniation, which can put pressure on the sciatic nerve. The good news is that improving your posture is one of the simplest, yet most effective ways to relieve sciatica pain. Start by being mindful of your posture throughout the day. When you're sitting, make sure your feet are flat on the floor, your shoulders are relaxed, and your back is straight. You can also use a lumbar support pillow to help maintain the natural curve of your spine. When you're standing, distribute your weight evenly on both feet, keep your shoulders back and down, and engage your core muscles to support your spine. It might feel a little awkward at first, especially if you're used to slouching, but trust me, your spine will thank you for it in the long run. Now, for those of you who are open to exploring alternative therapies, acupuncture and chiropractic care can be valuable tools in your sciatica pain relief journey. Acupuncture, an ancient Chinese practice, involves inserting thin needles into specific points along the body to stimulate energy flow and promote healing. While it might sound a little intimidating, acupuncture is actually a very relaxing and often painless experience. And when it comes to sciatica, studies have shown that acupuncture can be incredibly effective. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Pain found that acupuncture provided significant pain relief and improved function in people with chronic sciatica. Chiropractic care, on the other hand, focuses on the alignment of the spine and other joints in the body. Chiropractors use manual adjustments to correct misalignments, which can relieve pressure on nerves and reduce pain. A study conducted by Harvard Medical School found that chiropractic care was more effective than traditional medical care for treating low back pain, which is often related to sciatica. Of course, it's important to note that everyone responds differently to different treatments. What works for one person might not work for another. But if you're looking for natural and effective ways to relieve sciatica pain, acupuncture and chiropractic care are definitely worth exploring. So there you have it, 8 science-backed tips to help you find relief from sciatica pain. Remember, you don't have to suffer in silence. By incorporating these strategies into your life, you can take control of your health and get back to doing the things you love. Which tip helped you? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and while you're at it, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps others find this video and get the relief they need. And hey, if you're ready to take your sciatica relief journey to the next level, I've created a free comprehensive guide that you can download in the description below. It's packed with even more tips, stretches, and resources to help you conquer sciatica once and for all.